Do you fit the mold? We've been indoctrinated and controlled by more than just religion. The education system ranks high on the list. I'm sure you guys have heard of John D. Rockefeller, born in 1839 and died in 1937. Mr. Rockefeller had a significant influence on the modern education reform in the U.S. The public school systems began in the early 1800s. In the early 1900s, Rockefeller invested heavily in foundations like the General Education Board in 1902. That board shaped the curriculum and trained teachers. The GEB, his foundation, leaned toward industrial, utilitarian, and standardized education rather than fostering critical thinking or philosophy. In other words, you do what we say, do not get out of line, or there will be consequences. That's what that means. It was factory-style school systems, and the school system is still the same today. It was designed in educating large population to be disciplined, punctual, and obedient workers. It emphasized on memorization through repetition, often without a deep understanding of the underlying concepts. It was hearing it, repeat, 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 brainwashing. To be conformed, it taught conformity and basic skills. Still teaching the same thing. It prepared people to fit into an economic machine and not to question it. This I'm about to read you is a quote from Frederick Gates, which was Rockefeller's key advisor. Listen to this, guys. In our dream, we have limitless resources, and the people yield themselves with perfect docility, which means easy to manage or control, to our molding hand. We shall not try to make these people or any of their children into philosophers, a person who seeks wisdom or enlightenment, or men of learning or of science. We shall train them just so far as to fit them to do their work efficiently. Does that sound like the systems that we're still doing today? We send our kids off at a very young age to be indoctrinated into this system, to be taught to be robots, no critical thinking, no questioning anything, to get out here into the world and hope for a salary enough to buy a house and a car and eat. They'd done away with slavery for a race, for one skin color, while enslaving all of us, everyone, without us even knowing it. Let's get them out here in the system to work for us for very little money considering the money these people have. And then we'll tax back at what, a rate of 30% or higher? And make them think they're free. Wakey, wakey. The Great Awakening is happening, and it's not just in religion, it's in all these systems. We will not be controlled anymore. Well, what do we do about it? Well, the first step is even realizing it, which is the awakening. I have thoughts of what I think may benefit us. I think that community is very important. And I think many, many years ago, people operated in communities. People brought together their gifts and talents, whatever they were, and together we provided. I know we live in a fancy world, but we have to get together and figure some other way of doing things. We realize this matrix. Now what? I would love to hear your ideas. I would love to hear you share your thoughts on this. Because the same stuff is still happening today. The school systems are still the same. The system is still set up, work these long days almost every day for your entire life and retire. These same people had major influences on the medical field as well. That's another topic, but it wasn't just in education. I would love to hear your ideas on moving forward. I think communities could play a part in a solution. But we were never designed for this lifestyle. That doesn't mean we weren't designed to produce and create. Of course we are. We're creators by nature. Another question I have, Do you feel like that this push of AI and the AI robots and stuff we're seeing, is it because they realize that these human people they've used as bots are waking up, and that the generations now reaching the age to be their bots are rebelling? Do they see that collapse is why the push for AI to get the mechanical bots to do their work? Yeah, I believe there's a great awakening happening. I would love to hear your thoughts on this.